All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be playing some more of The Crew 2. We're going to be playing more of Chapter 7, which, we played a little bit of it last week, I believe, but today we're going to be playing some more. Late, I was actually going to be on time today, Hyper, but then I realized my water bottle had no water in it, so, yeah. I like staying hydrated when I stream, what can I say? Oh yeah, also, the other thing that was fun was that OBS forgot all my audio inputs, so I had to fix those real quick. I didn't actually have to fix it on stream today, so yeah. Look at me, I'm actually being a pro streamer, fixing issues with the stream before it even starts. I bought a car, wow. What kind of car did you get, Hyper? Let's check out the new offers. Why not? Also, yeah, I'm not going to bother like turning off the music today. When I streamed The Crew 2 last time, I didn't turn the music off, and all I got was a bunch of copyright claims, which is fine. Remember, claims on YouTube just mean that you don't get monetized. With a strike, if someone had striked me, then, well, I wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube, so kind of risky, but, you know, whatever. I didn't get banned from streaming, so there's that. Oh, and my video got blocked in Russia, which is like, whatever. So sorry for my Russian viewers. I guess you're not going to be able to watch because one of the songs in there. I don't know why, it's just one song that was like blocked in Russia. It's weird. Oh, is it a hypercar? Let me claim my free followers and legendary parts for just participating in the live summit. This is why the live summit's so good, Hyper. You basically just for like doing events that I could already do anyway, I got like so many like followers and then like a free golden loot set. Like, look at this. I could buy this car if I wanted to. I could buy this car as well. But if I do all of these, I not only get progress towards my motor pass, I also get like almost 100,000 bucks. This is a legendary set here just for doing that event. And then these ones just give you XP. You can actually get like the gold CTR3 drag race car. That's pretty good for being a gold item. Usually they save the cars for platinum, but no, you get a drag race car for getting gold today. Or not today, I mean, but from today until the 14th. This is why you need to get to icon level, Hyper. Get that free stuff, you know? Let's look at my motor pass. I unlocked so much by just claiming my rewards for the live summit. I got a shark fin. Wow. Tire, crew credits, bucks, legendary loot set, window tint, the Porsche 918 Spider Silvery Edition. I cannot talk today. I don't know if I couldn't hear that or if that was very low. I don't have my headphones on. Also, yeah. Also, the live summit is kind of like almost a cheat for the followers, like the weekly challenge here, because you get like 200,000 followers for just finishing a live summit, and you only need 20,000 to get all 4 of these challenges done. So yeah, basically I didn't have to do anything for these 4 challenges, and that gave me like a few levels for my motor pass. Easy. So actually, it just in one go there, just from claiming that live summit, all I've got is the daily stuff, and that's it. Halfway to icon. Nice. Well, did you do events? You need to do events to earn parts. Do I have... I don't have a hyper race thing. Though we can do in New York if you'll actually finish it. I actually... I had no idea you could leave and just ruin it like that. You ruined it, Hyper. It did give me like a clickbait title for my last VOD though, so thanks for that, I guess. Fly Anywhere, Speed Trap, Street Race, Alpha GP. I'll start off with Alpha GP. I did a Detroit, nice. Are you in game? Speed Racer's in game. It says you're not online. That's fine. Hypercar is not exactly the best discipline for a nub like you, so that's fine. I mean, I could always do the flashback event, but there's only one of those, so. Miami Beach it is. I don't care. Oh yeah, it's set to appear offline. What, playing some naughty games or something, Hyper? Playing them anime virtual novels that the Xbox is known for? I don't know. Let me see. It still says offline. I'll just go ahead and do this one. It shouldn't take too long. GTA is very naughty. I see. You were in the strip club and you didn't want anyone to know. I get you, Hype. I probably could have done this on super hard or something, but we're just doing this event for the Motor Pass daily challenge, and you can do that on any difficulty. So if I'm not really in the mood or I don't really care, I'll just set the difficulty to normal just so, you know. Bro, that same corner. I'll set the difficulty to normal sometimes just so that, you know, I don't have to worry about it. That's what I like about the Crew 2's Motor Pass. And you know, I know it's not like everyone's favorite thing. And certainly I think they could make the Motor Pass more difficult by actually doing challenges. But I kind of like how for the Motor Pass, you just need to sort of play the game, you know? You don't need to be good at the game or have like a million cars or whatever. you just sort of play it, you know? And then once you get stuff, it just gets easier. It's like, whereas other games might have you, do certain challenges that are very tough or sort of tedious to do. Like, I know there's been some challenges in like Fortnite where, you gotta get like wins, or you gotta get certain amounts of kills or get headshots and stuff. And that's fine and all, but sometimes the RNG that comes with Battle Royale is just enough to make that annoying. The Stanley Parable? Nice. Yeah, that's right. I own it on Xbox. It's a very good game. Highly recommend checking it out. There's also a certain part of the game, I won't mention what part, but let's just say I'll just say this, it's not a spoiler, but there are parts of the new content that are very meta, and I absolutely love it. I've never seen any other game like, be sort of as meta as the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is with the new content. And don't worry, Hyper, you'll know the new content when you see it. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil it because it's a really good story-driven game. But yeah, I absolutely love the Stanley Parable, seeing all the different endings. Even watching like other people see the different endings, I watched like a bunch of playthroughs on that game back in the day, and when the Ultra Deluxe version came out. And you know what? Through all that, it's also nice to be able to get actual Xbox achievements for doing it. Steam achievements don't really mean anything to anyone, but on Xbox you get gamer score. That's how you know I'm a pro gamer. It's because I have a high gamer score. It's interesting because like I have literally played games for longer. And some games that I wouldn't have tried otherwise just for the gamer score. Like, I don't do it that much. But, sometimes I'll see like a game on Game Pass or something that's really cool. And it's, it's like a narrative game or whatever, but it's almost like in exchange for playing this game, I get gamer score, which is cool. I clicked on doors and got an achievement. Ah, yes, I like that achievement. It's interesting, like, again, not to spoil anything, but, don't be afraid to, like, sort of try to break the game in certain places, Because there's certain parts where you think you might have broken the game, but you actually didn't. Or you might be able to cause the game to like freeze or get stuck by doing a certain thing. But no, the game knows about that. I did actually legitimately glitch out of a level once before. Like, it's not always, they don't account for every single glitch, but glitches that were popular in the old Stanley Parable game, like, they know about. I'm just saying. Street race. Apparently there's a street race I haven't done. Oh, it's the frozen one. Well, we'll do the frozen one just so I can get the street racing category back up to 100%. Still says you're not in game, but I'll send you an invite regardless. Oh, well, now you're here. I guess it just didn't update my online list. You need to drip out your car hyper. You're still just using that lame old default car. You gotta put some bling on, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like my epic Halo 5 Guardians livery. That I'm sure everyone loves, because who doesn't love Halo 5, right? I should check, see if there's like a Halo Infinite one. Someone's got to have made like a Halo Infinite livery in the game. Though I'm not sure how easy it would be to find, because I don't know. One of the things about like having like a game like The Crew 2 with cross-gen support on Xbox One and the Series consoles is, you know, you get to play with people on those consoles, sure, but you get the content that they made too, which is also good, you know. It means that there's plenty of liveries to choose from that people have made. But it also means that, like, if I went to the livery section and just search for the top 100, a good chunk of those liveries are probably years old. Like, I'm pretty sure this was one of the top ones, and you know, even when I applied this, Halo Infinite was like announced and stuff. I don't know, maybe we can check it out after the race here, see if I can put in a more up-to-date livery. I'll try looking at top 100, and if nothing there piques my interest, then I'll probably just search for logos or whatever, because you can filter by like logos and stuff. So maybe I'll try that. Speaking of different consoles, I saw Digital Foundry's tech review for Fortnite on the Chapter 4 update. It's pretty cool. Like, it's actually really awesome that the Series S is still able to have like ray tracing enabled in Fortnite at 60 FPS. Like, I think there was one thing that wasn't enabled that was on Series X, but I'm pretty sure that Series S still had like ray tracing and stuff, which was, you know, pretty dang impressive compared to, you know, other games. There aren't many Series S games with ray tracing, but to have it done on Fortnite with 60 FPS, that was pretty dang cool. I think it had like a pretty low resolution, but then it was like, you know, upscaled or whatever. Upscaling's not the right word, but they used like some sort of technique to still make it look really crisp or whatever. But yeah, it's really cool that that you're able to, you know, keep up with those visual improvements. We've had it where, like, you know, Series S has like a 60 FPS update in GTA, Fortnite, and The Crew 2 now. So that's a lot of 60 FPS. Whereas, you know, just like not that long ago with the Xbox One X, those modes weren't available. Kind of miss old Fortnite. Yeah, there is a certain charm to the old Fortnite. There is Save the World though, which is always nice to get back to if new Fortnite's not doing it for you. Vanity, no, not vanity, livery, top 100. Now, that's a very generic one for the top one in the entire car. Not sure what that is, but that's a thing. This is at least like stylish. A lot of these are like simplified, you know? They look like very simple stuff. Police with weird font. Supreme, the Supreme car. You can have an anime waifu on your car. To love are you. Yeah. See, this is why I like to search for like logos and stuff. It's like filters. It's like, what's the point of putting on a livery if it's just gonna be like white and black like this, you know? Yep, there's my livery. Halo 5 Guardians. You can have a Gucci logo. Sure, that's why I wanted my racing car, a Gucci logo. We got this, I don't like the red. I like having Monster Energy themed cars, but come on, where's the, why the red? LA Lakers. You know, I do like that green color with the underglow, but I feel like I could just paint it black. Like, what's the point of that? Polizia. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that's standing out. What else we got? We got Drive Anywhere, which we're going to basically do no matter what. We can just knock out the speed traps whenever. And then we can do some flying stuff. You don't need to teleport with me if you don't want to, like, do these hyper. It's just, like, sort of, I need to run through this goal a couple times. I need to win 3 speed traps. What they don't tell you, and I didn't get this for the longest time, is it doesn't count duplicate tracks. So what I can do here is go through there once, wait for the screen to go by, and if I time this right, which I did, yeah, there's number 2. I don't even need to do a different one. I can just go through the same speed trap a couple times and then it counts. Did you say to drip my car out? Heck yeah. And done. Wow. Such an amazing challenge. I mean, to be fair, it's a daily challenge, so whatever. Oh, and I got the Drive Anywhere challenge done just from that. Cool. Let's see. Have you done any of the flying events in this game, Hyper? Ooh, you know what? I kind of like to do Demolition Derby since you're here. But let's get my quests done first. We could do air race and aerobatics. Those are like the two air racing categories. My God, those emotes are cursed. I feel like I'm just going to destroy you in any air race stuff just because I have gear. Not even like max gear, I think. I just have gear. So maybe aerobatics. Have I really never done any of these on hard? Let's try it on hard. I have no idea if I'll actually be able to complete this on hard or not, because I like never do aerobatics, but well, this is on hard too. Maybe I should have said it to normal. We'll see. If I can complete it on hard, then it's whatever, because I can basically carry you and have you complete the hard version, which gives you better loot and more money. But if I can't complete this on hard, then we'll go back to normal. I wanted to give you something that you could possibly do. Oh, of course, the first thing I get is low altitude. Looping? Okay. The looping is very finicky in this game. Freestyle time. Eh. Inverted low altitude is my favorite one because you can get some pretty good points. Yeah. Let's skip this song because I don't like it. That's the only excuse I need. Yeah. Vertical up. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to complete this on hard. Well, hey, at least you don't have to feel bad if you don't make it, Hyper. Ooh, that was a good. That was a good one right there. This is pretty difficult. Low altitude, just normal low altitude. If anything, I'm not used to regular low altitude because I'm used to doing inverted low altitude. All right. We've got a minute left. I might be able to do this. Oh, another tip. Rip. Another tip for this event is to stay away from bridges because otherwise you can get the fly under a bridge one, and that one, it's not hard. It can just be sort of like far away, you know. Like you can, as long as you're not anywhere near it, then you shouldn't get it. But if you're somewhat near it, but still far away, it'll take a long time because you still have to go to the bridge and stuff. I should be able to do this and just barely carry you over the finish line. Yeah, I barely completed that. But hey, you know what? It's good for both of us because you get some parts too. Fly anywhere, anytime. I don't need to go that much farther, so. Honestly, I can just drive this next 2 miles. Man, look at this though. The Crew 2's got such a beautiful world. Look at this. I'm just like flying over a town, but I also see a town in the distance here too. And I can just fly to that and just go wherever I want. Hey, Dice, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? I just love the open world in this game. It might be like, you know, empty, maybe, compared to other open world games, but I mean, people say all the time, you know, they want like open worlds where you can just go anywhere and do whatever. This is like the sort of game that encapsulates that. All right. That's all the daily challenges done. So we did weekly, daily. That's all I've got. If you've got stuff you need to do, Hyper, we can do that. Otherwise, I kind of want to do Demolition Derby. I'll just do it on normal for now. What's the better number? What is better, the number or the color on parts? Ideally, both. You want both a high number and good parts. I guess ultimately, if you had to just go for one, I would go for the higher number. Like if you have like a low level part, but it's gold or whatever, versus a high level one that's like green or something, I would go for the level right now. There is like a max level that you get to. So like if you look at my hypercar here, like the max level on here is 320. So once you get to 320, that's when you can, well, for hypercars at least, that's one where you can just sort of like, you know, start focusing more on the quality and trying to get a matching set. However, if you do have a matching set, like from an event or whatever, then, you know, I would sort of stick with that for now. That would be like the exception. My stock's full. I gotta delete some stuff. So many legendary parts. Oh, just terrible thing. Having so many good parts. Look at all of them. I don't know what to do with all these legendary parts. I'll need to go through my inventory at some point and delete the copies that I have multiples of. Because if you do reach like the limit in here, you won't get any more loot. So it's like you do need to manage your inventory somewhat. You know why I don't have that issue in? Demolition Derby. Because not many people actually do Demolition Derby for some reason. Who would have thought in a racing game people prefer to race? My amazing Monster Energy branded Demolition Derby car. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's really
3, 2,
a meta car in here that much. Like usually in disciplines, there's like a single car or like a couple cars that are really good. But in Demolition Derby, I don't think there's really any car that's massively better than the others. Well. Yeah. Well, there we go. That's fine. But yeah, unfortunately, since not as many people played this particular mode, you generally have to play with the AI, and the AI is very unfair when it comes to like targeting you. Like, look, no one's on the left side of the map right now. All of the AI are on this side. And the only reason they're going to the other side now is because of the power-up. Yeah, I'm gonna get that power-up. Even though I'm probably gonna die, despite having it. Yeah. David! Like, look at this. I got like 3 guys coming straight for me. Like I said, the AI sucks. They target me. I'm being oppressed. Oh, hey, at least those cars were weak, so I got easy stuff. Oh, now they spawn a repair bonus. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good hit. But see, this is what I like about this. I don't get why more people don't play it. You just whack people and stuff. Oh, wow, that was a good one. And then a second one. Oh, I'm pinned. This isn't fair. Wow, that was a good chunk of points. All right, I'm number 1. Destroyed by Hyper. I was in number 1. Now stupid Judy's in first. Yeah. That's what you get. Oh, you were dead, so it didn't count. Judy! Stupid Judy. Oh well, I'll take Sophia. Oh, that was nasty. No, I got in first because I took out Judy. You can thank me for that victory, Hyper. I targeted Judy so that the AI didn't win. You're welcome for that dub there. Why's my loot outside like that? That door doesn't open. Hyper, this is like the only car in the game that's like actually destructible. None of the other cars have like destruction physics other than the Demolition Derby cars. Eh. such a weird place for the loot. Got it. Oh wait, I do have max loot. Never mind. I guess I'm just that good. Let me see. There's one demolition derby one that's a race. They don't make it obvious which one it is. I guess this one, because it's... No, this is Queen of... I don't know. Bumper Chaos. Bump up the difficulty. Yeah, it is pretty fun. Especially when you got someone else in the game, because, you know, the AI... No fun to just destroy AI. You want to know that someone's getting mad that you destroy them.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my goodness. I just got crushed in between everyone. Also, this one isn't the race one. Oh, that should have gotten me more points. Oh, nice. I destroyed David. Get destroyed, noob. Gordon killed me. Oh, nice. I got a good chunk of points there just from playing off the little bumpers. Like, look at the map, for example. Like, the AI, I don't like the AI in this mode. Everyone, like, groups up. And it doesn't seem fair. Like, why is everyone, like, on the maps, like, in one specific part of it? No one actually, like, runs away to get, like, a huge hit on someone. Look, we're all in, like, the top left corner. And then when I move, oh, suddenly everyone wants to come to this side for some reason. Like, look, I'm literally dragging the AI across the map. This is why I don't like the AI. Everyone is behind me. It feels like, ugh. It feels like no matter what I do, the AI tries to stay behind me. Look at this. It's like I'm literally dragging all the other cars across. Look at the minimap. Suddenly everyone wants to come to this side. Watch, I'll go down to this side and then every single car will come over here. Oh, look at that. Every car's over here now. Then I'll come back up here. How did I not get points for that? I feel like I'm getting rigged. I did put this on hard, so that's why it's still. Hard mode shouldn't feel like I'm getting cheated. Ooh, that was a good one. Into the bumpers. Look at the person in first place. They've got like twice the amount of score as everyone else. Oh, well, there we go. That's 5,000 less. Score bonus? I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, but... Yeah, I feel like in this mode, the AI's almost better when it's not as smart, because otherwise I think the AI rubber bands too much. But when it's on normal, then you don't get like a challenge, you know? The ring? The ring might have been the one I was thinking of. I want the race one, where it's like a normal race, but you have like, you can ram into people and destroy them. Hey, this is the correct one. So yeah, this is just a normal race, but you can get destroyed and you can smash other people up. So it's actually a pretty cool mode. I wish there were more races like this, but I don't think Ivory Tower cares enough about this mode to put more of it in. Yeah. Am I already lapping the AI? Bruh. Maybe this is the mode I could have turned up the difficulty for. Then again, maybe not. Who knows? Look at Chris there, just running up the wall. Hi, Hyper. You're trying to block me. You failed. Yeah, this one can be tricky too, because those little bumpers can hop out in front if you're not really precise. I'm almost lapping second place. Out of my way. Oh, repair bonus? Don't mind if I do. Out of my way. That was the first big crash for me of that one. Otherwise, it's been pretty good so far. I'm trying to catch up to you, Hyper. Yeah. My damage bonus. Ow. You know what? I'm not worried. I'm still like lapping everyone, so. Except it's very hard for me to turn left now. Well, now it's hard to not turn right. Thanks, Hyper. Spawn camped? Jeez. At least that's the finish right there. I'm just going to sit here like this. You can just go in reverse and screw with people. Wow, look at all that loot. That's actually quite a bit. I don't know why I got that much, but hey. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Welcome to this stream, man. Can you say hi? Hi. No problem. Oh, nice livery, by the way, Hyper. At least it's something. Let me see. There weren't any really amazing liveries for this car, despite it being like the best hyper car. Let me see real quick. I just don't see the point in like getting a livery just for like a color swap, you know? Like why do I care about this? Is it just because of the windshield? Because that's split. Any tip for money? There are like a few races that are really good for like grinding and stuff. Let me see. I think it's isn't the South Strip or the Strip South? I'm just going to teleport here real quick to see. Like there's a race on the Las Vegas Strip that you can really repeat easily. Yeah, I think this is it. I did basically all of my street race grinding on this map, where you just go through the loops and stuff. You can look on YouTube for like the best strats for this race. But it's like a short race that's easy to grind, and once you unlock the very hard difficulty, then it's very easy to complete on that too, once you know the correct route to take. There's also the Hoover Dam, which I think is good for grinding if you like boats and stuff. Yeah, Uber Dam, it's the first one. You know what? I can even do that real quick. But it's like these two that I like the most for grinding. There's also like New York, if you just like want to do a super long race and not have to keep retrying the same thing over and over. Because, you know, grinding these smaller events can get pretty repetitive, so.
3, 2.
If you're like me, you just want to like drive around sometimes and, you know, get money in a easier way, then New York is a good race to do. It's the longest race in the game, but again, you don't have to like go to a different race or restart or retry over and over again. You actually get variety. How about that? Oh, get wrecked, Ricardo. Quick tip for the dam here. Once you go off, go down. Like, aim your boat down. And then right as soon as you're about to hit, pull up. It makes you hit the water faster, and it means you can get your speed back faster. Rather than just, like, falling in the air. You can do the jump or go around. I think going around's technically faster, but whatever. Go through there, and there we go. Easy Uber Dam. Yeah, the Devo is one of the best cars for hyper races you can save up for. Highly recommend it. Yeah. Also, if you have time, I recommend looking up pro settings on YouTube and stuff. There's like this video, I forget what channel it's from, but there's like a channel that goes through every car in the game and gives you the pro settings for them. And so if you know that like a specific car is really good, you can look up the car's pro settings in that video and make it even better. And also, like, you know, allocate your icon points and stuff. Like, those are the big things that improve your car's performance overall. So, I mean, I guess that's more of a generic tip, but still. The better stats you have, the more money you got. You can also put your money into rich, but I went for performing the stats of my car first and then going for rich. I don't really do the live reward stuff because I've already got max level loot, so it's like, why bother? But yeah, parts is like the big thing, like the level of your parts, the quality of your parts if you have a matching set and stuff. You've got your icon points and then the pro settings. So that's like 4 different ways that your car can be like actually better than an identical car. Well, I've got a bunch of cars. I've been playing this game for a while, so I'm not gonna like show them all here, but even going back to the first one takes ages. There we go. Basically, I got a lot of cars. And it doesn't really help that the Crew 2 takes so long to load icons like this, despite being run on an SSD. My favorite? The Devo is probably my favorite in terms of like actual hypercar racing. That's the one I tend to go around in when I'm doing stories and stuff. I guess we can do a hyper race. I'll do one of the longer ones hyper to help you get up to icon level, but I'm not doing it in New York. At least not right now. I was looking for a specific one, but I think that's actually a street race. I will do Dallas. New Orleans? That's not hypercar. Whatever. I wish it had better liveries, but yeah. Generally, I go with like just the meta car for each discipline, because there are cars that are just objectively better at certain disciplines than others. So basically what I've done is I just like Google up like the best cars for each discipline. I've looked up the pro settings, and that's where I've put my parts and stuff. Did I get the free car? Which one? Mitsubishi? Is it a recent car? Or is it currently free? I mean, define free too, because you could say like, you know, you could say the live summits are free. You finished the season 7 races? Oh yeah, I got that. We did all the season 7 races last stream. You also get the the free cars from the stories and stuff. What else? I mean, now that you can pay for the motor pass with in-game bucks, you could technically argue that motor pass cars are free. Yeah, I haven't customized those cars yet. I need to look up some good pro settings for this, the Mitsubishi that I unlocked, the battle pass or the motor pass cars for this season and last season. I haven't done the pro settings for those. I think the season before last season, I literally went through every single car I had and applied pro settings to every single one of them. It took a long time of copying and inputting pro settings, but at one point all my stuff literally had the pro settings, but I just haven't stayed up to date on it, so. And you know, it's a shame because the pro settings can make a huge difference. It was actually almost night and day, to me at least, when I applied pro settings to certain cars. And it especially helps with drifting and stuff like that, where you can make your pro settings set up so that your handling is worse. When will you stream in? Probably after an hour or so. Got another hour left. You might go a bit later, we'll see. Okay, we'll see you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy. I like how I'm not even really paying attention, so I'm just crashing into everything. But hey, that's the privilege of having good cars in this game. It just doesn't really matter too much, at least versus AI and Hyper, if I crash or not, because I'm going to win anyway. Yeah, this is sort of my chill game, you know? I mean, for sure I can focus super hard and not crash into stuff, but then I won't have anything to talk about. I won't be talking about anything. I'll just be staring at my screen. Ah, cool. I'm actually not sure if the alerts I have set up are working for YouTube or not. I have them set up, so they should work. Bye, Ryan. But I've never seen anyone other than the test subscriptions working. So I don't know. Could just be that I do a terrible job at getting people to subscribe. during my streams, since I never really say to like subscribe. Could be just that, you know, people are finding me through shorts and the Discord and stuff instead of like actually subscribing. Could be a lot of different things. Maybe I just don't stream long enough. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care. If I did care, I probably would have stopped streaming like in 2018 or something. Hyper, you better not be AFK, because I swear if you get kicked and I ended up losing more money, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm trying to help, Hyper. I'm trying to give you some like XP and stuff. Let me help. Honestly, I should actually try not to crash too much here. These long straightaways are really where I should be trying to pull away. The AI tends to take corners a lot slower than they have to. And I feel like I go faster than the AI when I'm able to go full throttle. So straightaways are really where I should be focused on going fast. And all that matters for the race is that my average speed is higher than everyone else's higher speed, or everyone else's average speed. And if I do that, I'll win. It's true, the person with the highest average speed is probably going to win. I mean, I don't really... No, I think what I said was true. I don't see how you would win without having the highest average speed. I mean, no, if you crash a lot, then your average speed would go down. So, yeah, it has to be right. I have to be a smart person. There's no way I'm not, so... Yeah, it has to be true. Oh my goodness, get out of my way, stupid soccer mom. I'm trying to race here. Get out of the way. See, look, I know that Crew 2 doesn't have like the best graphics or whatever, but look at this. This is beautiful. I mean, look, maybe well, everyone's biased in that regard, I guess. But maybe I'm biased because, you know, I grew up playing like Gary's Mod, and I still play Gary's Mod in TF2 to this day. But it's like, no, this isn't like unplayably ugly, you know? Really, for me, for a game to be so old that it's like unplayably ugly, it would need to be like a really, really like early 3D game or like a 2D game. For some reason, my brain cannot compute 2D games. Like, it's like, I'm moving to the left and it goes in one direction? What? I mean, maybe that's not the best way to phrase it, but... For me, it's like, it's weird to have pushing forward on the D-pad and back on the D-pad to be like going up and down instead of forward and back. For some reason, I just don't compute, you know? It's like when I switch to my Nintendo Switch controller. and the A and B buttons are swapped. It's like, what do I do? My brain's not used to this. I'm 3 minutes behind. Well, look on the bright side, Hyper. At least when I finish this, it'll have been faster than you would have finished it by yourself. And so technically, because of that, I'm actually doing this race much faster and getting this race over with faster than you would. So you're getting the rewards of winning without, in a shorter period of time, with less effort than you would if you did that yourself. See, I'm a nice guy. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to say. There we go. The AI is actually not that far behind me. It's on the other side, bro. Alright, I actually gotta focus here because I don't want to have to have driven all this way just to get second now. At least since, you know, I'm so good, I've built up a bit of a lead. I wish there was a better chat system. I see like no one using this in game. Hey, if I don't finish this Hyper, then you're gonna lose it too. Because now you'll get credit for first place, even though you came in like last. Like, look at this view. You can't say this view is ugly. Such a good view. And you can go over to that city too. Got my earned parts. I wish I could see like how close you were. You said you were halfway before. I know the last like level before Icon is actually pretty hard to get through. So I actually don't have a sense of how far through it you are. That sounded like it was under the bridge. Sort of. I'll still pick you up in the boat so you get more boat parts. About 75%. You know what? I feel like just doing some monster truck stuff for fun. You know what? I think this is a pretty cool event. You actually don't get that many followers for having this on Ace, but I've completed this on Ace before, so surely I can do it again, right? Huh. I think the yellow one was supposed to be the good one for racing. I don't know. I have like 3 different monster trucks. One is good for racing, one's good for like tricks, and one's good for I don't know, something else. I think this is the good one for racing. Hey F, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? This might be the racing one. I'm not sure. I do not like how monster trucks turn in the air. It just messes me up, like, compared to other disciplines. I think you have to go over the jump here. Yeah, I don't think going down saves you any time. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different race, I'm not sure. I don't play Monster Truck that much because it's not really my type of mode. Oh yeah, I think for the fastest time here, you want to sort of go to the left here. Keeps more of your speed going straight than going uphill. Same thing with this mountain. Didn't do that one all that well, but it's fine. Generally, you want to spend the least amount of time like going up and down slopes, and as much time as you can just going straight. Because otherwise you have to like, you lose momentum going uphill and stuff. Backflip. But yeah, I like the modes in other disciplines where it's actually just a race. But since it's in a different category, it feels a lot different. I earned 300,000 bucks. Yeah, see, this is one of the reasons why I like New York, is because you have to wait through like the loading screen and stuff, or you have to, you know, hit replay and then wait for it to load back up. I like demolition. Well, let's try a different part of monster trucks. You might like the point section a bit more, because that one you just do like flips and stuff and tricks. Yeah, I don't really remember which one is which. I know the 3 monster truck. Monster truck? The Monster Energy branded monster trucks are like the 3 good ones, but... Shoot! I don't remember which one's which. Collect the points. Do the tricks. Actually, do tricks count in this one? You might just collect the things. Might just be collect the things, actually. Whee! I want to get up top. Yes. We'll take this ramp up top. And then as long as we can stay up there, we'll get some good points. Just gotta be careful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got the big 5,000 point one. And there we go, objective completed. Yeah, there's ones down here. We can go around this side. Oh, how did I not get that? Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, a lot of times you can just get a lot of points by jumping up top here and just being careful. But, you know, the downside, obviously, is that if you fall off, you have to come back up. But if you're good at, like, being careful and stuff, then it's some good points. Yeah, I don't... It's hard to tell which ones are, like, which type. Because I know there's one... There's the race one that we just did. There's the collect the circles one here. And then there's actually tricks. Which... I'm not sure how to tell the difference. Which is which. Yeah, see, just down here we're getting like 100 points each, whereas up here we get like 500 and 1,000. Even that 5,000 one at the very top. Ah. Hey, you did it. Let me see. Can I find the actual... Maybe this one, because it has a different icon? Unless this is the race. Well, if it is a race, it's not the same one we did before. Wreckin' Havoc. Oh, this is the beach one. Oh. I'm not sure I really like this one. There's like a lot of obstacles and stuff, but oh well, we're here. Might as well do it. Yeah, this one you have to control a monster truck in a city with lots of junk blocking the way.
3,
That's a nice close-up tire shot.
1.
Out of the way. Yeah, it starts off okay here. But especially on the harder difficulties, if you hit something that's not destructible, you're screwed. Which can be very tough. Especially since some sections you have to drive through stuff. Yeah, like you run into that tree or go over that hill the wrong way. Then there's this corner here. Not the best, but hey, it was... could have been worse. Skip the jump here. Almost kill a man. I think you can skip the jump here, but... I was going too fast to slow down. Yeah. There's just some tricky areas. And if you don't get like the right landing or whatever, it can be tough. I think the only reason I'm in first is because I turned the difficulty down. Whee! Front flip. Really? Everyone else got a DNF. Maybe I was farther ahead than I thought. Alright, let's see. You like the Demolition Derby ones, so... oh, this is one of the newer races. What if we did the race on a slightly higher difficulty? Because I think for the races, you can turn the AI up. Actually, I forgot to do that. Oh well. I forget you have to set the difficulty before you enter.
2, 1.
Yeah, I don't think this is... Yeah. This isn't like super new, but it's like... It was in one of the recent chapters. Or one of the recent seasons, I think. Ah! That took a lot longer to come out than I thought it would. I also think it's kind of... Oh, jeez. I also think it's kind of interesting how they have, like, borders on the race minimap. If you look over there, you can see, like, it's like a thick line around the track. Oh my goodness. You got clobbered. Can I skip that? Ooh, that's a nice little shortcut there. Hard to tell if something like that's intentional or not, but hey, I'll take it. But see, look at this. I love how in this game, like, you can just... There's, like, such a variety of stuff to do. I've said it before, but, like, this is a completely different feeling race than Hypercar, than Monster Truck stuff. We've done a whole lot of different things this stream. We haven't just stuck to, like, street races or something like you might do in Forza or whatever. We've done like a good variety of things all in the same game. I honestly think that if like GTA 6 had like the car missions and the activities you could do in the Crew 2 combined with like, you know, the gunplay and action sort of missions in GTA 5, I think that would be a pretty decent improvement. Oh my goodness. I saw it coming, but it was too late. Whee! Off the edge. Like, sometimes I find myself just wishing I could do stuff like I could in the Crew 2 and GTA Online. Because it's just so chill, you know? If you get tired of, like, the AI in GTA Online, you know, you just don't play those missions. And if you don't play, like, races with friends, then I don't think you really can do missions with, like, races with AI in GTA Online. I just want to figure out which one is which. Oh, I think I know which one this is. I think you'll like this one, Hyper. The 8. It's 8 because that's the shape of the track, and it's a race. So yeah, you're sort of forced to almost run into other cars. Ah yes, the perfect starting position for a race.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and it's snowing too, even better. Right now, it's fine. But if one of us falls particularly far ahead or far behind, that happens. Just getting, like, hit in the side just once can mess your stuff up. Power up, don't mind if I do. Get wrecked. Oh, another power bonus. Thank you. Get out of here, Judy. I just saw you ram into that guy. Oh my goodness. I'm up the wall. Jeez. Oh, you're outside the race. Go, go, go. How are you like right behind me, but you're in fourth? How did I miss that? So many questions. Thank you. I'm about to lap you, Hyper. Actually, I won't be able to because the finish line's here. Oh, that had to have been you. Just going in reverse to mess you up. I'm not sure which one's you. Nah, I don't think that was you. You just finished. Ah, chaos. Oops. All right, let's see. What should we do now? Anything you want to do in particular, Hyper? I think we did all the races for Demolition Derby. Keep in mind, since I have like a car for every discipline, I can get you into stuff that you can't actually get into yet. Would you actually stay for a New York, though? Also, I actually like that Foxy. We can do a smaller race. Detroit we could do. Actually, wait. I'll turn up the difficulty so that way you get more stuff. You should be pretty close to icon level after this. Nice.
Three, two,
Perfect way to start a race.
1.
I like how all the stuff's still on the road too. I must have done this on very hard before, right? I think I had this finished. Like it's not like it didn't mark this as incomplete. So I must have done this before. Oh wait, I think this race has some sections where it's like narrow, right? Where it's like 2-lane. I don't like doing hypercar races on small roads. It's like just one little bit off and then you're off the road. Whereas on these massive roads like this, you might have traffic to worry about, but you can take you can take turns much more easily is what I'm trying to say. If I could talk. This is fine. I don't think I need to reset for that. Also, it's nice how we have to deal with snow. I mean, it can be annoying, but it also changes up the map, which I think is sort of necessary since you don't really see the Crew 2 having these massive map updates. I guess the Forgsburg stuff could technically be considered like, you know, a map update since those are new arenas and tracks, but I mean, they're not adding like Canada or something to the map, right? It'd be cool if they got a map expansion, but you know, that does take quite a bit of work and it needs to be consistent with the current map and stuff. Yeah. See, these are the types of roads I don't like to be in a hypercar because you have to go so fast and then the corners can be somewhat difficult because it's so small. No! You know what? worth going back a few places just to taunt? Honestly not, but hey, you know what? We're only 23% of the way through. We can catch up. And now the snow's gone, so even better. Shortcut. Ooh, that was a pretty good shortcut, actually. Yeah, hypercars, like, almost feel like the Forza races. Well, they don't feel like them, because Forza has different physics, but this is sort of what I would expect to be doing in, like, a Forza game, you know? You're driving along the road, doing stuff, and I know they have, like, off-road races and stuff, too, and, you know, they have player-made races. But generally, this is what I would sort of expect to do in Forza. Here in the Crew 2, we can do Demolition Derby. We got monster trucks. We've got boats. We've got planes. It's like I feel like this game's sort of like a good formula, you know. Especially if it was like free to play and they just made their money off of motor pass and microtransactions. I talked about this last stream, I think, but I kind of hope that the Crew 3 is basically the same as the Crew 2, but with like better graphics and being like a free-to-play online service instead of like an actual paid game. Because imagine like how many people we'd be able to play with if it was cross-play, cross-progression, and it was free-to-play like Fortnite. I think the Crew would be like the bomb, you know? I mean, there is Asphalt Legends or whatever, Asphalt 9, I think. Whatever that mobile game I was talking about last time. And I think the only reason why that game is even relevant at all is because it's on all platforms and it's free. I could totally see the Crew 2 doing something like that. Well, the Crew 3 doing something like that. I mean, shoot, if they don't want to make the Crew 3, make the Crew 2 to free to play. But from what I've heard, like, the engine is just awful to work with. The code's a mess. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was a situation where they just need to make the game from scratch and then call it the Crew 3. It would be odd if it was outside America, though. Or if America wasn't part of it, you know? Like, the Crew 1 and the Crew 2 both took place in the United States. Both of them had, like, the feature of being able to, quote-unquote, drive anywhere across the United States. Even though, like, you know, that's basically not true. So it'd be kind of weird if, like, the Crew 3 pulled like a Forza and put in like England or put in Australia or, you know, one of the other cities like that, or cities, other countries like that. It might feel like too similar if it was in the USA again, but, you know, I feel like if it was in Europe, like, the roads might be too small. There might not be enough diversity in the locations. It might not appeal to Americans as much. And Australia, same thing. I think the US has a very diverse
geography. Like, you can go from like very snowy, hilly areas to dry, flat areas. And I think that's why a lot of games like this choose the United States as like their setting, because they have a diversity of the US while staying in the same country. And it just so happens to appeal to Americans more. But I don't know. I just don't want it to be like another Watch Dogs Legion scenario where, you know, Watch Dogs Legion was completely different from Watch Dogs 2, and, well, it wasn't completely different, but it was significantly different from Watch Dogs 2. And I kind of, and you know, the crew's already been through something like that. Like, the Crew 1 was quite different from the Crew 2. Like, the Crew 1 focused a lot more on the story and stuff. Crew 2, not so much. I think it was more about diversifying what you could do in the Crew 2 than, like, the story and stuff. So the Crew 2's, or well, the Crew series has already been through like massive changes. And I know it might not be the best option, but I still can't help but hope that as a Crew 2 fan that the Crew 3 stays mostly the same. I just like the way the game feels. I like the progression system in the Crew 2. Some might say, well, if you're going to keep most of it the same, then just do like a visual upgrade and make it free to play, and then that's it. But judging from like what I've heard about how bad the game coding for the game is, I mean, they would need to remake the whole thing. And if they're going to remake the whole thing anyway, to like, you know, make it more suitable for a live service, then I don't know, maybe they'll do something different. I still think it would be weird if the United States wasn't a setting in it. Like, if you want to do something new, then add Mexico and Canada, you know? Do all of North America. Maybe add a bunch of detail to the United States. Like, that would make sense. You could sort of cover, like, what Forza's doing with Mexico. You could get Canada, which I don't think actually has that many video games that takes place in it. And then, you know, you get to keep, like, the classic United States setting that the Crew is known for. So, I don't know. If I was Yves Guillemot, and I was the king of Ubisoft, I would say, hey, Ivory Tower, like what you're doing with the Crew 2, despite it being such an old game, it's still actually making a surprising amount of revenue. So why don't we lean more into the live service thing? Make the Crew 3 open world, do a lot of what you're doing now, maybe focus on, you know, quests and motor pass stuff a bit more. You know, do things here and there, remake the engine or use a different engine so that you can actually make updates for it more often. And I think that would be pretty good. I think they'd be pretty set in that regard. I'm telling you, the Crew 2 as a free-to-play game with cross-play and cross-progression, that would, well, it wouldn't sell because it's free, but you would get a lot of users playing it. Lots of engagement. And that's the buzz phrase that corporations love to hear these days, right? Engagement. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investor. So maybe I don't know the best move for each game. I think a lot of people on YouTube and stuff pretend to know what's best for a game and a studio, but really don't know anything about it. So I'm not going to pretend that I know all the answers and everything and stuff, but I just scrape against it. I tried to get the checkpoint from the other side of the wall. Oh, well, still plenty ahead. I mean, to be honest, if you want to, like, you know, try to do like a metaverse thing, I think the Crew 2 is already a good chunk of the way there. In terms of, like, you know, having the mechanics and activities and stuff for a metaverse type thing. But again, I think if GTA 6 plays it right, they can eat the Crew 2's lunch, you know? If GTA 6 or GTA Online 2 or whatever it is ends up being, you know, ends up implementing a really good progression system for like cars and stuff, like the Crew 2, and maintains their, like, you know, ability to attract people with casual action sequences on foot, that could be a really good combination and go a long way towards a metaverse type thing. Though I guess a metaverse in a fictional world doesn't really make sense. Well, I don't know. There's Fortnite, but I don't know. I would think that it would an actual metaverse in the way it's being promoted would actually take place in somewhere that's like much more connected to the real world, rather than GTA, which is like a parody. They did do the Dr. Dre stuff though, so who knows? How's the progress going on your thing, Hyper? We gotta be close. Oh my goodness. I cannot imagine doing Rallycross on the black ice. That sounds like a nightmare. A tiny speck? Nice. What's like a longer street race we can do? We could do the Harley Davidson one again. Yeah, this one. This one's pretty long. Yeah, let's do that. Because I can guarantee that I can pass it on Ace. It's like 7 pixels from the icon. Well, this should hopefully put you over the edge then. I think it'd be a cool goal to be able to say that, you know, we got you the icon level on stream. And you know what? Since we're starting another hour, we might as well, you know, go for another hour of streaming. And if you do unlock it after this race, then we could do some of the, or we can try some of the
1.
live summit stuff. Yeah, watch out for the sharp corner up ahead here, Hybrid. Other than that, this seems to be a pretty straightforward race. There's like a shortcut here and there you can take if you really want, but look at this. This is beautiful. Taking a screenshot. I don't know why that would be confusing if I hadn't played this race before. Like, why do you have an arrow pointing right when we don't even go that way? I think I've sort of reached a point in gaming in general where I don't really care much about new games. I realized this the other day, like when the Game Awards were going on. It was either sort of watch the Game Awards or play on the Star Wars, the Gears Mod Star Wars RP server I've been playing on for, a couple weeks now. And I came to the realization, like about a half an hour after the Game Awards started, that I just didn't really care. I mean, I didn't really have a horse in the race for Game of the Year. Like, I didn't play Elden Ring. It's not my type of game. God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, I don't have a PlayStation. And even if I did, I don't know if I would be super hyped for them because I haven't really played the series in the past. So none of that. Stray looks like an interesting game, but I feel like if I played Stray, I would have a hard time staying engaged with it. Like, the little gameplay I've seen doesn't really seem like it would hold my attention. Maybe I'm wrong, but judging a book by its cover, that's what it would seem like. It's famous on the internet for being a cat game, and the internet loves cats. My cat bit me the other day again, but that's beside the point. What else was there? Was Xenoblade in there? Or Final Fantasy? I don't remember. I didn't watch the Game Awards, so I saw highlights after the fact. But it's at that point I sort of realized I don't really care about newer games that much. I'm sort of happy with the sort of generation of games I'm in now. That doesn't mean I won't play, like, Starfield or something when that comes out, especially with Game Pass, but I just don't have an urge to buy, like, new games, Like, I feel like I've got so much to play with Game Pass and my backlog of games that I already have. Plus, with the Star Wars RP server, it's like, I've got so much to do already. It's like, why am I continuing with this line of thought, I actually did get like a bunch of the Sims 4 DLCs. They were on sale for, I think it was for the Game Awards, but they were also on sale for Black Friday. So I got those, and I think the fact that I prioritized that over, like, I don't know, Star Wars Lego, or the new Lego Star Wars game, it's like, I don't know. I like Star Wars. I've never really been a humongous fan of the Lego games, especially since I was a kid, but I don't know. I have it on my, wish list now. We'll see if I pick it up at some point, but probably won't be until it's heavily on discount. It's like, I have like a good amount of games that I'm fans of right now. Like if the Crew 3 was announced, I'd pre-order it. As long as it, you know, didn't look awful for some reason. If they announced like another Ghost Recon Breakpoint game, another Ghost Recon game, I'd be getting that. But there's not really a lot of other series that I would just be like hopping on board the moment like they announce something. At least, you know, not stuff that's getting regular game drops. Like, you know, obviously if they announced Half-Life 3, I'd be on that. Like, duh. But, you know, stuff that's like active series and stuff, it doesn't seem like there's a lot out there. Even like Far Cry and stuff, series that I enjoy, like, I'm not sure if I would hop on Far Cry 7 automatically, especially considering how hard it's been for me to get back into Far Cry 6. Like, seriously, like, I got through Far Cry 3 just fine. Far Cry 4 was like a bit of, you know, a drag towards the end because I like to do all this stuff, like all the side quests and territory stuff. Far Cry 5 I absolutely loved. Far Cry New Dawn captivated me because of Far Cry 5. It was sort of an extension on that. And then Far Cry 6, I sort of got through like the first part of the game and it sort of dropped off after that. Like, I'm not nearly as attached to the characters as I was in Far Cry 5. I'm not as attached to like the story as I was, but the gameplay is still good. Like, I do like the gameplay of like taking over certain zones and stuff. It didn't pull like a Just Cause 4 where, you know, it's significantly different in how you have to progress and stuff. It's just like, you know, the other stuff is hard for me to get through, so I don't know. I might not even return to Far Cry 6, and that's a shame because it's a good, its gameplay is good, but it's hard for me to like justify all that gameplay when the story doesn't really grip me, you know? And the characters aren't really that personal, at least in my opinion. What else? I guess Halo I would jump on, but you gotta remember, other than like the Master Chief Collection, I've never really hopped on a Halo game. The only reason I've played the other games is because of the Master Chief Collection being on sale one time and Game Pass. So, I mean, Game Pass would make it so that I would play those games near or at launch, but I don't know if I would need to spend moolah on it, you know? Same with like Elder Scrolls 6 and stuff. Like, am I going to want to get to buy the game, or am I just going to want to play it through Game Pass? Oh my goodness. It could, like, if it's as good as the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and it does get like some DLC like Skyrim did, then I'd probably want to own it. Because I don't like buying DLC for games that I only own through Game Pass, and then possibly losing access to the base game if my subscription runs out. So I'd want to buy the game if that was the case, but I don't know. At the same time, it's like I could save so much money if I just played it through Game Pass, you know, instead of paying 60, 70 bucks plus money for DLCs. I'd need to pay for DLCs anyway, so I mean, it was a weird experience with like the Outer Worlds, because, you know, the Outer Worlds is made by a studio that's now owned by Microsoft, but by the time DLC had come out for it, I had finished the game. So I was like, okay, why do I want to come back for this DLC if I've already finished the game? Like, my story's already complete, I've done it. Adding more content after I finished my story is kind of weird for me, so I just ended up never going back, despite loving the Outer Worlds. I never played the DLC because at this point I would want to own the base game in addition to like the DLCs, and then it wouldn't really feel right to just play it like when I've already finished the story. So it's just weird. Like, I don't want something to happen like that to happen with Elder Scrolls 6. So maybe the best plan in that regard is still to just wait until after it launches and just get it on sale or something. Because it's Bethesda, there's gotta be DLC, right? There's no way they make Elder Scrolls 6 without DLC, right, Hyper? I just face planted into a rock. Oh, speaking of game releases, Portal with RTX came out. So, and that's a free add-on for Portal. So technically, I could stream that tomorrow if you're interested. I mean, I honestly don't. I'd probably be able to finish it in one stream anyway. It's like, what, an hour or so? You're now Icon, nice. In that case, I'm going to go to the live summit, since we now can do this stuff together. And I'm still not entirely sure how the live summit works with other people. Oh, you're already up to Icon 3? Dang, that really leveled you up then. Speed Trap. Let me switch to a drag race car, because drag race cars are really good for these speed trap stuff. I mean, it's basically what these cars were made for going really fast in a straight line. That's basically exactly what these were made for, so. Go to the edge of the circle. And wait to activate the boost until I know that I'm going to pass it within the boost. That was probably a bit late, to be honest. But hey, 309. I'll give that another go. Because you do slow down a little bit once your nitro runs out, so I want to make sure that it's just about to run out when I cross the line. I mean, to be honest, there really isn't much I can probably do to actually increase my score. That was a bit better, but I mean, how much of an improvement is that? $17 miles per hour. Another 10k points. I guess that's not too bad. Escape. I didn't really wait and see if you were done with that hyper, but this one looks like one we can do with a hyper car. Yeah. I think this is just one of those escapes where it's best to just stay on the road, so again, we'll get our little run up. Sometimes it can be faster to go a different way, and you can go a different way. You don't need to go the way it wants you to. Yeah, I think traffic is going to be the most annoying part of this skill. Having just like a random bus appear in front of you. I gotta remember, we've also got the beeping sound to alert us when it's close, so. Oh my goodness, look at this! There's like 2 buses in front of me. You know what? I just thought of something. We can use an Alpha Grand Prix car on here. It's not even that hard to do it on this map either because it's such a straight line. I mean, that was still a really good time regardless, but I mean, if we've got an Alpha Grand Prix car, you might as well use it, right? Sim stream soon? I absolutely can. I definitely have a lot more content for it than I did before. I've got like a bunch of the expansions in DLC. So we should have a lot more stuff to do. Yes. Go, Alpha GP car, go! I'm not sure how much faster this actually is, but I think this should be faster in theory, as long as I don't hit any cars. I've got Speed Racer's time on here. He's one of my friends that I think I met him on GTA, and he also plays a lot of the crew too. Let's see, am I going to make it farther? I don't think so. I don't think I made it farther than last time. 38 yards. It was close, but not actually an improvement. All right. Well, I think that was a pretty solid time regardless, so. Commit insurance fraud. Heck yeah. That was such a funny thing that we figured out. Oh, is this a... This is a slalom, right? Oh my goodness, I don't want to use this boat with a slalom. I don't know how you actually pronounce this, to be honest, but... Slalom? Slalom. I don't know. I'm going to switch to the actual good boat category for this. Not just the race. Forget what it's called. I can just be that guy who takes up the whole channel by like blocking it. Ah, what a troll. I could just restart, I guess, but yeah.
Dream, I think it is. This car, yeah, for this boat. Yeah, this one can actually like turn and stuff. Very helpful, believe it or not. It's not as fast, but we need maneuverability first and foremost. Maybe it's not. Whatever. I don't really care about this, to be honest. I hate slaloms, and much less so slaloms in boats. Yeah, whatever score I get this attempt is what I'll stay with. I can't be bothered to do this multiple times. Yeah. Oh well. I don't care. Not a very good score, but whatever. The top 10K? Top 10K of what? Let's get the boating stuff out of the way, I guess. And the live summit? Well, that's cool. I don't know how a race works in here. Do we keep our times, or is it just the whoever gets the best time? Unclear. Okay, there we go. It took quite a bit longer there to load than it normally does. Whee! I think I remember this race. I was going to try to like ramp off that, but no. Yeah, we're going to need to retry this. We're going to need a second attempt. Because I can easily get a better time by just not crashing. We'll use this attempt to more so scope out the race, I guess. We'll still qualify, but whatever. What the? I was so confused on where to go. Looks like you can take a shortcut here. Oh, what? Oh, you have to go over this. Well, you don't have to, but it's probably for the best if you do. I don't remember that jump there. Just barely able to get first at the end. 60 seconds, hyper. There's no way you're over 60 seconds behind. Hyper. If you get DNF, that's just sad.
There we go. I was gonna say. $43K. I can do better than that. Hard when I don't have parts. Yeah. Excuses. Well, now you have a legendary part, I think. Or a boat. Pfft. What? Just because you don't have a boat, that gives you an excuse to not win a boat race?
Three, two.
Alright, just give me a run where I don't crash, and I'll probably have a pretty darn good time. It wasn't particularly hard to win, especially since I crashed twice, so we should get a decent time here. Remember, go around. Because as long as I don't mess up too badly here, we should get a much better time. And I honestly have no idea if my time counts for you or not, so... If so, even better. Because I can pull you through this. My back is aching so much from all this carrying. Alright, this one we have to go over the jump. Turn mid-air to get a bit easier of a boost afterwards. And a minute 32, nice, that's pretty good. I'm happy to leave it there. At that time. There we go. Hey, 17 seconds added to the clock. That's pretty good. I'm satisfied with that time. All right, let's end on the street and hypercar races. Because those ones are the more standard ones. We'll get Alpha GP out of the way. Ah, good. It automatically selected my Expo. If I can't choose my Alpha GP car, then I'm glad it chose that one. It definitely takes longer to load when you do this with other people, but you know what? I like it. I'm a patient dude. I can wait an extra second or two to play with Hyper. Alpha GP is a weird one, but the Expo R makes it much more controllable. I miss my OP Alpha GP car on Stadia. Ubisoft said there should be a way to like transfer your stuff to another platform. They haven't come out with details on that, but I mean, there's a chance that even if I have the option to switch it to Xbox, that it would just override my progress anyway, so. I guess if I had to override my progress on a platform, I'd just tell them to override my PC progress. Because I haven't really done anything with The Crew 2 on PC, so. Xbox, I've, played through like multiple motor passes and stuff like that. I would think it would be much more complex to have like a system where it just adds on the cars you've unlocked on Stadia. So unless they are willing to do that, which I kind of doubt they are, then I'd probably just have them change my progress over to PC. Because at least I have access to that version of the game. And at least I don't care if they override my progress there. But we'll just have to see. Same thing for Hitman. Because again, IO Interactive came out and said, hey, we want to, help you guys out who own the game on Stadia. And I already own the game on Xbox. I have plenty of progress on Xbox. I've already probably unlocked most of the stuff that I got on Stadia on Xbox. So I'd probably just have them give me the PC version. Even though I don't own the PC version of the game, there's a chance they might give me a code or something. We'll have to see how those companies take care of that stuff. Hi, Hyper. Slowpoke. I hope my times are counting for you, because at least then, I know that you would be making progress off this stuff. Any second now. All right. Jeez, didn't even get a finish on that one, Hyper. Rip. 101,000 points, not bad. I don't have all these cars. Well, honestly, you should still be doing stuff, because I don't even think you can get into like some of these events normally if you don't have the car. So the fact that you're able to take part in live summit events that you don't have a car in is, still a lot more accessible than you would normally, have access to. Electric City, this is an easy race. Well, I imagine this is going to be a very easy race, because normally you need a very specific bike for this, and that's what makes it a challenge, because the bike doesn't turn well at all despite like these super wide lanes. But I suspect that since we have actual cars here, it'll be much easier. That's just a theory, though. A game theory. Had to save. This is a cool aesthetic, though. I always like the aesthetic of this race, but I just really didn't like the bike. So it's nice to be able to actually do this race without the bike. Now, isn't there a shortcut up here? No. Maybe it's around the corner. I'm not sure. I think there's a shortcut for this race. That's pretty important. Might be thinking of a different race. Yeah, like around this corner, maybe. Like here? No. I'm probably thinking of a different race then. Jeez. I mean, this isn't the best run ever, but honestly, I don't think that I'd be able to improve that much. That's the thing too, you know. When I think about whether or not I want to like redo a run in the live summit, it's not just like, did I get a good time? It's like, did I get a good enough time so that to the point that if I redid it, I can't really improve that much? And if the answer is yes, then it's like whatever, you know? I don't need the top of the scoreboard. I just want the rewards. And depending on what award I want, then it could very well be not worth redoing, even if I could get a bit of a better time. Will Hyper finish? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. So far, I'm the only person who have finished. Oh, Amy finished. Carrie finished. Janice finished. Oh, rip. My loot box is full. Or my backpack is full, sending loot to HQ. I need to, like, after the stream today, I have to go in and, like, delete a bunch of my stuff. I've got all this loot and nothing to do with it. Alright, the last race that I can qualify for is the hypercar race. Now, if I really wanted platinum, I could technically just buy the cars to unlock these other ones, and then we'd get a bonus 100,000 points. But what rank are we at? I'm ranked 2,500. We need to be top 2,100 to get platinum, but I don't really care about platinum. I want gold for the actual car. How many points do you have? 93,000. So I don't think it's counting my score for you. Yeah. That's the only reason why you would still only have 93,000 points, is if it doesn't count all my wins and add them to your score, which makes sense. Otherwise, you know, someone who's really good at the game can just carry all their friends and get the rewards. So you still need to like qualify for these, Hyper. So if you don't win or like beat the AI and stuff, depending on the like stuff, it may not give you any points. But hey, at the very least, you'll still get all the followers, which means you can level up and get that stuff a lot easier. I don't know about the actual the bonuses you get for just playing them. Like some of these races, you get like 45,000 bucks for doing. I don't know if you get those or not. I would think they would be much more generous with those. Oh man, that was not a good jump. Do not take the ramp, because that is just a waste of time. Instead of going forward, you go up. So therefore, the ramp is a waste of time because it's slowing you down. Turn. Almost completely messed up that turn, but that's okay. That's all right. Actually, is that? Oh, I think that is a shortcut right there. Shoot. I didn't realize that till just now. Well, maybe we can do this race one more time after this. Just so that I can get a run where I don't crash into the side of the building, and I can actually do that shortcut. If it was just that one whack into the building, I wouldn't bother, but combined with that shortcut I saw, that could actually be a decent amount of time that's saved. Well, at the very least, I'm glad we were able to get you up to icon level, Hyper. Because now, you can join us, at least, well, at least participate in the live summit stuff. You don't have to sit on the sidelines and wait for us like before. You can actually join in, because you're icon. If only we could take that as a shortcut. Yeah, that's totally a shortcut. So, right after this checkpoint we turn, go through here. lever, that's a good few seconds you can shave off. Alright, Hyper, you didn't see this, but some bot literally just came in chat and was like, see my sexy photo here. 18 sexy. Bruh. Also, I was distracted by that, so I forgot to hit retry on the event. That's the first time I think I've seen a spam bot on YouTube. Well, in live chat at least. We've all seen those bots in like comment sections and stuff. You totally should click on it. No, I don't think I will. And even if I was dumb enough to click it on stream, or if I was dumb enough to click it, I certainly wouldn't do it on stream. Then again, if you fall for something like that, maybe you are dumb enough to fall for it on stream. Here, let me just share my desktop view and click on this potentially 8-year-old's sexy picture. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, is it this corner? Yes, it is. Just take a wide corner there and go straight through. That's a nice shortcut. And remember to go off to the right a bit on this one. You do not want to run into the building. Alright, that should be a pretty good time save. You use a speedrunner term. Not crashing into a building combined with the shortcut should get me a decent amount of time. Although that was a terrible corner. Awful. Goodness. Those such terrible corners. I think I'll still definitely do better than before, but whatever. I'll be fine with whatever happens after this run. I've gotten so many points that I've basically guaranteed gold. At least you would think so. We still have 3 days for people to pass me up on the board, but I've gotten plenty of points to not really have to worry about it, so I think I'll just be fine with whatever time I get on this run. Don't forget about the shortcut. And nice jump. So other than the corners, this went pretty well. I should make up some time. And I think doing well on those corners, like if I did redo this again, I think I could only save like a few seconds on those corners. Unless there's like strategies that I don't know about or more shortcuts in this race that I haven't noticed yet, then I think we've pretty much got about as good of a time as we can here, you know? We could probably still do this like 10 more times or whatever and get a better time, but it probably wouldn't be a huge difference. there isn't any like shortcuts or stuff I don't know about. All right. Dead. Stock is full. Loot sent to HQ mailbox. Rip. I did worse. Man, those corners must have really messed me up. I was half a second worse than I was the first run. That's a rip right there. Even though I smacked into the side of the building the first time, I guess I took those corners so badly that it just made up the difference. Well, I mean, that sort of makes my point, you know? My first run was just so good that, you know, even if I improved, even though I found a shortcut that I didn't do the first time, I still wouldn't have made like a huge significant more points. Let's get that song. All right, well, we've done all of the motor pass stuff that we can do for today. Got some more bucks. We got a spooky mist. I don't know why we have a spooky mist like that this season. And then crew credits. Nice. So we are level 43 out of 50 with 38 days to go. And the next weekly stuff gets unlocked in a few days. Oh, and this tier is just basically fast forward. So like, if we own the motor pass, this is just gives us more stuff. So yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like you don't get my score, but I mean it makes sense considering it's like the top 2,000 people that get stuff, that get a platinum. But like I said, it's still worth doing even if you can't do many of the events, because you still get all those followers. And those followers do add up towards your motor pass. $150,000 followers just for participating. We get some customization for the BMW i8 Roadster. Okay, whatever. But look, for not much effort, all things considered, I didn't mean to enter this, but we can do it again. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just a speed trap, so. Woo! I did it! Wow, look at that. But yeah, it's still worth doing even if you can't do everything, because just for participating you get quite a few followers. And that's, you get the 150k followers even if you just do one event. So even if you're awful at the game, you're still going to at least get that. Let's go, icon level 6. And I'm icon level 1037. Keep in mind that this game doesn't have cross progression, so I have another like 800 icon levels on Stadia. So I theoretically should be almost at icon level 2000 right now. Just saying. But yeah, it's a nice way to, like, you know, to get into this game, to be able to get some stuff to do. I'm going to end it off there though. We actually just hit like the 3-hour mark, so it's actually the perfect time to go. We went on for an extra hour. We got Hyper to his icon level status, so now he can actually partake in the live summit stuff. Even if you don't have like the best stuff yet, you can still partake in it at least. And I'm not just leaving you out by doing the live summit stuff. So yay! But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button. I don't say that as much as I probably should. Subscribe for more. Join the Steam group and Discord to get notified of when I go live. And yeah, that's it for today. So thank you guys again for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for something. I'm not sure what. I don't know. What do you want to see me stream the most, Hyper? We can do more of the Crew 2. As I mentioned earlier, Portal with RTX is out. So I could play through Portal, probably in a single stream with ray tracing, see how that looks. Sims, got that. Fortnite, whatever. Portal shall be good. Yeah, I was actually thinking about streaming that today, but I don't know. I'll get it set up and ready for tomorrow, so we'll do it then. That sounds good to me. But yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. But for today, that's about it. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.